gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue, and you can use, like, anything as a ball. Cans, bottles, shoes.
Hey, bro, toss me that avocado.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Wisconsin Radio Network. 2 men injured when a Piper Cub crashed into the woods near Palmyra Sunday are expected to recover. A witness says he heard the engine make a popping sound before the plane nosedived.
They go over my house all the time for landing and takeoffs, and we're used to it, but I knew there was something wrong, because you know how planes come. If you've seen a few thousand land, you know after a while this one's in trouble.
Federal investigators spent much of Monday looking into what caused the crash. A late crop harvest in Wisconsin is nearly finished. The State Ag Statistics Service says 81% of the corn for grain's been harvested 11 days behind schedule. The moisture content remains too high in some places, and some of the standing corn will most likely remain in the fields during the winter, although other producers say their yields are either close to last year or higher. Only 4% of the state's soybeans have not been harvested, but that's 10 days behind the average. This is news on Wisconsin Radio Network.
W O C O.
It's time for high school basketball on WOCO Sports Radio. Todd Peterson and Brett Crandall are set to bring you Oconto Falls basketball.
Stay tuned for all the crazy action as we hop aboard the Panther train and we get set for tonight's game. Woo woo!
Tonight's game is brought to you locally by
Oconto Falls Insurance, with Piggly Wiggly, NEW Credit Unions, 24/7 Well and Pump, Allenfeld, Scatchwood, and Anderson, Stevenson National Bank and Trust.
Keep it dialed in to 107.1 FM. Todd and Brett will have Panther pregame right after these messages.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Wisconsin. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Hi folks, this is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site, whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines. They'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Good evening, basketball fans. Live from the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse, it's time for girls Northeastern Conference basketball action. Tonight, the Oconto Falls Panthers play host to the Walpauca Comets. I'm Todd Peterson, along with Brett Crandall. We're sitting at courtside. We're getting ready for tonight's action. Panthers come in at 1-1 overall, 0-1 in the conference play. Walpauca 0-2 on the season, 0-1 in conference also. But these two teams looking to get their first conference victory.
That they are. Both teams 0-1 in conference play. We actually play our second game with the ladies tonight. First game was a non-conference game against Anago Red Robins, where they were victorious, 47-39. Then they took a hard one on the chin when they hit the road for the first conference game and had to square off against Freedom Irish, and that was 62-36.
Coach Kazmarek told us before
what did he say about that game?
He said that he expected the Irish to be one of the top teams in the conference, and actually in that ball game with 2 minutes left to go in the half, they were down only 24-10, and at that point they had missed 8 layups, and they were 2 of 12 from the free throw line. So it could have been a lot closer at that 2-minute mark, but then
you got to put the brown thing in the round thing. You got to do it.
Freedom went on a big run and cruised to that big victory, as you mentioned, Brett. We saw a lot of good things in that opener that we had with the Panthers against Anago.
Yes, we did. They did a nice job. I think they forced about 35 turnovers in that game. They pretty much pressed from the beginning to the end. They hustled a lot. When there was a loose ball, they were on the floor. And that was the thing that was most impressive to me, that all the girls out there, and he ran the whole 10 girls. I mean, everybody saw significant playing time, and all of them hustled.
Against the Freedom Irish, even though they were down big, Coach Kazmarek said we pressed the entire time that game too. And they had good ball handlers, but he said if we're going to do it, we got to keep practicing it.
That's right. And they're a young team yet, and they don't have great size. They got Natalie Brower, who's 5'10", but after that they're all pretty much the same size. And I know I heard Coach said that they have Freedom at a 6-foot freshman that's already getting looks from some D1 schools. So, that's a hard matchup for anyone.
Yeah, the Panthers, we can expect them to do the same thing. We got one coming right at us over here.
She wants to get on the air. I don't know which one that was. Otherwise,
that was Caitlin.
That was Caitlin. Those Albrecht girls, they look the same. Yeah.
We can expect the Panthers. They're going to go end-to-end, full court pressure, try and run when they can against this Walpauca team. Walpauca also a lot of turnovers in their first 2 ball games, so we can expect to see the Panthers try and apply heat from end to end.
Yeah, they're going to look to feast off those turnovers. It really helps to generate their offense. Not, as you can tell, as we said in the Freedom game, they don't have a lot of pure shooters, so those turnovers are a big production point for the Panthers in the offense, but they got to make those layups.
One of those gals that applies a lot of pressure, both in the transition, but also in the half-court defense, is one of the Panthers seniors, Kennedy Krotz. Call her the Bulldog, Brett. She's going to earn a start tonight. First 2 games she came off the bench, but Coach K is going to bring her into the starting lineup. Little different look in the starting lineup tonight. He's going to start all 3 sophomores, Natalie Brower, you already mentioned, Carrie Albrecht, and Morgan Hemley, and they're going to be joined in the lineup by Krotz, the senior, and Brianna Sadowski, junior. So Coach is going to try and shake it up a little bit.
Yeah, but like we said, at least, I think it's pretty much going to be all 10 girls are going to see a lot of playing time, and when they get their chance, they're going to have to hustle, and they're going to have to really be aggressive.
The other Albrecht that we alluded to is Caitlin Albrecht, She's a junior. Carrie, her sister, being the sophomore. And then the other senior for the Panthers is Olivia Steppen. You mentioned it already. All these girls are going to see significant minutes. Rounding out the Panther roster, a junior, Emma Huberty, junior, Sammy Shallow, Kaylin Allen, also a junior. So you're going to hear those 10 names, and we're going to be mentioning them a lot tonight.
And if things go well, it's going to be a fast-paced, high-pressure game, and the Panthers are going to create some turnovers and score some easy points, and that's what they need to do to keep that offense moving.
Right now, we're going to take a time out here in our Panther pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk more Comets Panthers.
We taking a 30 or a full?
We'll take a full.
We'll take a full. All right.
We're taking a full. Is that all right?
That's fine with me.
Going back to Dave, let him do some magic. We'll be back on the other side of the break. You're listening to Panther Pregame right here at WOCO.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Did you hear? We've branched into your living room. This is Beth Larson from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Our e-branch at snbt.com lets you manage your money 24/7 from the comfort of your home. Apply for loans, check your balances, and even open accounts. Don't waste another minute. Visit snbt.com now to take advantage of all the convenience of our e-branch offers from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
But this is Ladies Week on WOCO. I bet you didn't know that.
I did.
Tonight, we've got the Lady Panthers in action against Walpauca. Thursday, Larry will be making the call. The Oconto girls playing host to Southern Door. And then Friday, Brett and I are back on the air right here from the field house in Oconto Falls as the Panthers play a non-conference game against Menominee, Michigan.
Little Friday night light.
Three games.
Indoor lights.
On the tab, and all three will be high school girls basketball action on WOCO. We got some other games going on tonight in conference play also.
Yes, we do. If we take a look around the conference, we've got Clintonville Truckers and the Denmark Vikings squaring off tonight. Little Chute and Wrightstown going at it. Luxembourg, Casco, and Fox Valley. And then Marinette versus that Freedom we talked about a little bit in the pregame.
When you look at this Walpauca team, they're 0-2, 2 losses. One in conference play was to Clintonville, close ball game, 36-27. And then non-conference game, they lost to Ripon, 58-47. Also, not too far apart in the scoring there. Both teams, I'm sure, trying to hunt and find some true scorers for them. You mentioned it already for the Panthers, Brett. Not any true pure shooters, but players that can score by going to the basket, working hard on the glass, getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, I really think with this, the full court pressure for the whole game, that's coach's kind of philosophy. He's hoping that the turnovers are going to kickstart his offense a little bit. And so we expect to see that pressure all game. And we'll see what the ladies can do and see if they can force the Comets into some easy buckets.
One of the things,
transition ball.
One of the things the Panthers, I'm sure, worked on after we saw them the first night was the free throw shooting from the line in that first game against Anago. Not too good.
No, they shot 39%, 13 of 33 in that game. So, yeah, I'm sure that's something coach is going to. I mean, in games like this, where you're going to rely on causing turnovers and creating those opportunities, you want to be able to hit down those free throws because those are some easy points for you if you can knock them in.
Once again, Panthers, this will be their second conference game. Walpauca also. Conference leaders, besides the Freedom Irish, we've got Wrightstown and Luxembourg Casco, should be two of the perennial powerhouses at the top of the Northeastern Conference, and they've already squared off this year. Wrightstown taking it to the Spartans big at Wrightstown last week.
Yeah, they did. It was not the kind of score most people were anticipating, I don't think. So, I don't know, maybe Wrightstown is going to be coming down to Wrightstown or Freedom. We'll see when those two square off, and I imagine that's going to be quite the battle.
I'll give a shout-out to the Panther boys. We got to see them last week in a non-conference play. Their opener up at Stirring, and they came away with a nice victory, 61-46, taking it to the Stirring Eagles. And very impressive showing. We don't have a boys game on tap for WOCO Radio for a while yet. Our first broadcast for the Oconto Falls boys will be Thursday, December 7th, as they are hosting Freedom.
I believe the boys head to Walpauca Friday night. So that'll be their next game and their first conference game, I believe. So we'll see how they fare down in Walpauca.
We wish them the best. That's going to do it for our Panther pregame show. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and opening tip-off between the Walpauca Comets and the Oconto Falls Lady Panthers. You've been listening to the pregame show right here on your sports leader, WOCO.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Wisconsin. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Holidays are a time of joy. Don't let money worries get in the way. Want a stress-free holiday? Call NEW Credit Union at 800-924-1250 and ask about our holiday loan special. That's 800-924-1250. Rates as low as 4.99% annual percentage rate for a 12-month term. Maximum amount $2,500. Our loan specialists work hard to help you get the loan that fits your needs. Rates subject to credit worthiness. Stop at any one of our locations, or you can apply online at newcu.org. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $8.56 per $100 borrowed. All loans subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. With offices in Oconto, Zuring, Oconto Falls, and Peshtigo, we are federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required. This holiday season, remember, we can help you own it.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love seeing him smile when he high-fives his teammates. I love seeing his eyes light up when his team scores a goal. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that high school sports have never been safer. Why? Because coaches have more information than they've ever had. Training techniques are more sophisticated, and equipment has never been more advanced. Playing high school sports isn't just safe. It's still the best way to give your teenager a healthy head start in life. And that's something I really love.
This message about the value of high school sports is presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
And welcome back to the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. I'm going to turn it over to my partner. He's going to give you some starting lineups for tonight.
All right, the Walpauca Comets come soaring in tonight, and their starting five are number 5, Maya Johannes. Number 15, Alana Radley. Number 22, Seattle Leglu. Number 34, Emma Schmidt. And number 54, Savannah Weidenmeyer. And now for our very own Lady Panthers, the Panther 5. Starting forward, sophomore Natalie Brower, number 1. Starting guard, senior Kennedy Kratz, number 3. Starting guard, junior Brianna Sadowski, number 4. Starting forward, sophomore Morgan Hemley, number 5. And starting guard, sophomore Carrie Albrecht, number 30. Let's strike up the band, send out a cheer. Tip-off time is here.
All righty. Thank you, Brett. 2 freshmen in that starting lineup for Walpauca, and Lato and Waymeyer.
I slaughtered that one.
Seattle and Savannah. Walpauca in their traveling blue uniforms, navy blue tops and shorts with the white numbers. Panthers in their home whites. Black numbers, black and orange trim down the side. Panthers will be moving from our left to our right. Jumping center for the Panthers will be sophomore Natalie Brower going up against the freshman Savannah Waymeyer. Tap is controlled by the Comets. Panthers fall back into a man-to-man defense. On top, it's Waymeyer. She'll skip it to the far sideline, and Schmidt, and they'll bring it back to the near sideline. Keeping the ball on the outside, Panthers staying man-to-man. Right wing, this is Johannes. Johannes with Krotz guarding her. They'll swing it on the left side. This is Schmidt. Schmidt with Albrecht eyeing her up. Gets the ball screen, moving left, one-stop dribble, picks it up, now in trouble. Kicks it back outside, way outside to the 6-footer, Waymeyer. Now Waymeyer tries to drop back inside after she gave it up. Panthers deny that entry. First possession of our ball game, and it belongs to the Comets. Right wing, this is Johannes. Dropping it inside. Waymeyer back outside to Johannes, trying to drive against Krotz. Kicks it back to the top of the key. Ball's loose. Terry Albrecht picks it up. Turnover, Comets steal for the Panthers. Sadowski will run the point for the Panthers.
Comets were real patient on that offensive series, but did not get a really good look, Todd.
Sadowski to the baseline, pulls up, jumper,
no! Sadowski drops the 2.
Panthers, here's that full court pressure we talked about. They get over the top to Johannes. Back to Leto. They'll kick it on top. This is Radley. Waymeyer, they're making a motion offense. 5 out, and then they'll drop to the block. Now they'll go inside. This is Schmidt. Kick back outside to the baseline. Comes Leto. Her pass is deflected and goes out of bounds.
Panthers playing tough right now on defense and not allowing Walpauca to get the shot they're looking for.
Radley and Waymeyer, Panther post. They'll look to post up whenever they get the opportunity. The inbounds is right from the corner. They get it in to Schmidt. Schmidt putting it on the floor, trying to drive against Albrecht. Taken away by Sadowski. Poach the wing pass. Here comes Sadowski with the left hand. Off the window and gets the ball.
Hung on the rim, but went in.
Waymeyer was chasing her down. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Trying to double team in the backcourt. It's a 4-on-2 bust out. On the outside, this is Johannes for 3. Good. Breaking the pressure and dropping the 3.
Yeah, Panthers got caught up on that one. They got the odd speed on them. They had 3 down and only 2 back.
Here's Krotz. Into the corner. This is Brower. Back on top. Albrecht from deep. That's off the mark. Rebound run down in the corner by Schmidt. She'll give it up to Leto, the freshman. Drops it back off to Schmidt right in front of the Panther bench. Looking top of the key, Waymeyer. 15-25 and counting. 4-3 Panthers on top. On the left wing, here's another 3 on the way. No good. Rebounds knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Waymeyer. Panther basketball.
Natalie doing a good job there. Boxing out.
Little full court pressure by Walpauca now on this inbound. Sadowski picks it up in the backcourt. In trouble, gets it over to Albrecht. Now she'll skip it to Krotz. Lead pass ahead. Dropping it inside. This is Sadowski, and she's fouled. They got it to Brower on the left sideline. Hit a streaking Sadowski down the lane.
Brianna's loving that left side of the lane right now.
She'll get 2 free throws here. 5:06 mark. Sadowski's first free throw spins up short.
Left it on the front of the rim. Gives a little bit more legs in that shot. Extend. Out through.
Haley Smith, a 5'6 junior, just checked in for Waymeyer on the Comet side. Sadowski's second free throw in the air. Money. 5-3. Full court pressure. Krotz trying to steer Leto. Over the top, taken away by the Panthers. That's much better defensive break. Drops it ahead. And she goes in with the left hand.
Loving the left side the Panthers are.
Leto. Double teamed in the backcourt. We're going to have a timeout called by Walpauca. Coach Harms calling a timeout to help his team out.
Taking a full, Todd.
All right, on the other side of the break. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Panther Radio on WOCO.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
You mentioned the press. They got caught up on the first one, Brett. They had 3 people trying to trap. That last one, the press opportunity, much better balance in covering the floor.
Yeah, that's the key right there. I mean, if you get 3 girls covering one and she's able to clear it, then your defense is really behind.
It will be Waupaca ball. They got to go the length of the floor. And, of course, the Panthers will press.
3 turnovers already for Waupaca.
They get it in to Schmidt. Now they go over the top once again. 2-on-2 situation. Leteau, Panthers hustle back on defense. Almost a steal by Albrecht. Pulling up from the elbow is Schmidt, and she buried it.
Nice little floater jumper there from the top of the key.
Here's Albrecht. Helmley, they'll swing it to Cross. Now trying to go inside. Oh, the hands and inside.
Hello, thank you.
Pass was too tall for Sadowski. It went off of her fingertips, off the Comet's fingertips, and into the hands of Brower. On the break, here comes Leteau.
The freshman.
From end to end. And it's 9-7. Albrecht to the baseline, and she's hit out of bounds. She'll go to the free throw line.
Haley Smith picking up the first personal. Second team foul for Waupaca.
We've got end-to-end action. Waupaca, when they break the press, they're going to take it right at the Panthers. They're not going to slow things down. Getting some nice opportunities on the Comet side. Albrecht, high arcing. Free throw came up short.
Again, sitting there right in front of that rim.
Albrecht to shoot one more. Panthers still with their starting lineup on the floor. Albrecht, that one's short also. Kratz trying to run it down, and collision out there. Ball goes out of bounds off of Kratz.
Yeah, right now, Panthers 1 of 4 from the line. Those three throws are still Achilles' heel right now.
Leteau being steered. Now a jump, trying to double team. Albrecht and Kratz. Leteau dribbling backwards, and a foul called in the backcourt. Albrecht tried to go for the steal. They had Leteau going opposite direction of where she wanted to.
Yeah, I think they would have had a hard time clearing that in the 10-second count there. I don't think Albrecht really needed to go for that steal. But that's Panthers' first team foul.
And one of the things Coach K says is we're not looking for the steal on the ball. We're looking, there's a tip. Kratz off the backboard.
Oh!
Save, and she was just on the line. They're looking for the steal over the top. They're looking for anticipation, steals, interceptions, or deflections. Inbounding will be Radley. Leteau, she clears it over the top. Maybe a travel, nothing called. Now a travel is called. Panthers got them going a little too quick for what they wanted.
Yeah, that works too. The Panthers will take that turnover as well. Timeout.
Panthers, 30 seconds, timeout. Coach K takes that 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Not happy with the press on that trip. Needs people to be in position, and that's what he's trying to stress right now.
That was the 30-second teaching moment he was going with there. 9-7.
13:46 here in the first half. Still no substitutions on the Panther side. Helmley will inbound. Panthers going end-to-end. No pressure by Waupaca right now. Sadowski will bring it up herself. Man-to-man defense by the Comet. Kratz has it left wing. On top, this is Helmley. Looking, ball above her head. Puts it on the floor with the left hand to the elbow. Bounces to Kratz, taken away by Leteau. Leteau, and again, Kratz trying to steer. Lead pass ahead. This is Radley. Skip pass, left wing. Schmidt firing three. No good. Albrecht with the blockout.
Nice, good luck for Schmidt. Just didn't get it to drop.
Sadowski takes it all the way into the corner. Now we're going to have substitutions coming in. It drops it inside. Here's A little turnaround, baby. Oh, middle of the lane by Sadowski.
Sweet spin. Drops it in.
11-7. Lateau over the top again. Panthers hustle back. From the elbow, it's Schmidt giving it up to Lateau. 4-5 Panthers ready
There's
to come
the
in.
steal.
Albrecht. Nobody home on the defensive side. She lays it up, and she lays it in.
There's the easy button. Bring it up. There's your 5 ready to go, Tad. Your first
hockey switch.
Hockey switch ready to go.
Here's a double team in the backcourt. Lateau picks it up, bounces it out. Steal by Helmley. She does the split, lost her balance. To Kratz on the baseline. Jumper on the way over the top. Too strong and cleared by Schmidt. Hopefully
there's another double.
Helmley's okay. Picks up the dribble, and another timeout called by Coach
That'll get
Harms.
the fresh 5 in, Tad.
30-second timeout again, so we'll stick here. Coach Harms knew the 10-second violation was looming.
Looming, good, yeah.
As Brett mentioned, 5 new players coming in for the Panthers. It'll be Emma Huberty, Sammy Shallow, Kaylin Allen, Caitlin Albrecht, and Olivia Steffen.
Yeah, Brianna Sadowski off to a great start for the Panthers. Already 7 points here.
Yeah, nice trap by the Panthers on that steal. Helmley came up with it, lost her balance, did the splits, and looks like she's going to be okay. This group will press also.
She's searching for her bottle so she can rehydrate.
And here come the Comets. Still in the backcourt. Now they'll go over the top to Smith. 3 on the way. Rimmed out. Nice rebound by Huberty and a foul called on Klug.
Nice job attacking the boards by Emma. Klug picking up her first personal. 3rd team foul.
Now the Comets will extend their pressure. It's about 3/4 court. It looks to maybe be a 1-2-2 zone look.
Smith's got the green light for Walpauca. She's lighting it up. There's a turnover by the Panthers.
They drop it off to Barlow, and
another
Barlow's
turnover.
Called for double dribble.
Panthers get bailed out on that one.
They just need to take care of the ball against this zone trapping press. Allen has it. Back to Shallow. Left sideline, Huberty. She's across the timeline. Goes deep into the corner and off of Steffen's hands. That pass a little too far out in front of Steffens for her to handle.
I think Panthers are moving a bit too fast on that one, too.
Here is Johannes. And they break the pressure to Smith. Back to Johannes, right of the wheel. Schmidt has it, trying to drive against Shallow. Drops it out to Smith. Walpauca with new players on the floor also. Johannes over to Schmidt, firing away, no good, and Steffens clears that rebound. Lead pass ahead to Kaylin Allen. She's got it in the corner, trying to go inside, and again, Panthers going a little too fast. Touch off of Walpauca, though. It'll stay to the Panthers.
Timeout by the Panthers.
We'll take one with them. You're listening to Panther Basketball, 13-7, Oconto Falls.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
I'm sure Coach K was trying to tell his squad, you know, they're trying to do to us what we're doing to them, trying to get you to go too fast and not be under control. It'll be Panther ball underneath their own basket. Kaylin Allen will inbound. Gets it in to Albrecht. Back on top. This is Shallow. Back to Allen in the corner. Looked at the three. Puts it on the floor. Back outside. And Albrecht is called for traveling. The inbound will come on the sideline in the backcourt for the Comets. Schmidt has it. She's putting it on the floor with the left hand. Spins back to the right. Panthers try and double team there. Up ahead to Johannes. Right wing. Panthers fly back on defense. Johannes gets it back. Goes inside. Turning off the glass and good by Radley.
That's Radley's first basket of the night. Nice post-up move.
13-9, Oconto Falls. Huberty, corner, Steffen. Steffen dribbles to the top. And we've got a zone defense by Waupaca. They'll reset the offense. Looks to be a 1-2-2 zone look by the Comets. Allen, now the corner, Huberty. They go to the top of the key. This is shallow. Jumper blocked. Comets come down with it.
I think Johannes got a hand on that one.
Into the front court is Barlow. Now Schmidt into the corner. Johannes, three, good. It's 13-12.
That's Johannes' second three she's put in.
Closing in on the 10-minute mark here in the first half. A one-point
turnover.
Lead and a steal by the Comets. Schmidt to Johannes on the block. Low left, good. And it's a 1-point Comet lead. Their first lead of the night. Here's Shallow. She's going to fire off the window. No good. Comets come down with it, and Huberty fouls in the backcourt.
Sadowski coming back in the game, and looks like Kratz as well.
Sadowski will be in for Shallow, and Kratz in for Allen. There's pressure in the backcourt. Here comes Schmidt. Double team by Sadowski and Kratz. Johannes, top of the key. This is Barlow. Back outside to Schmidt. Comets will run their set offense against the man-to-man. Schmidt has it left wing. Back on top. This is Radley. Now Barlow puts it on the deck one time. Hands it off. From the corner, no good. Rebound comes down to Albrecht. This is Caitlin Albrecht, and she's called for a travel.
I wouldn't think long we're going to have that starting five back in. I think it's going to be here right now.
And here comes Brower, Albrecht, and Helmley. Waupaca counters, bringing Lateau back on the floor. In the corner, this is Schmidt. Back on top, they look to Klug. Klug, ball above her head, looking for Radley on the block. She runs it down in the corner after the deflection. Splitting the defense, taking it hard to the glass, no good. That was Schmidt. Rebound cleared by the Panthers. Sadowski, little hesitation dribble on the left sideline. Bounces it low right, trying to find Albrecht. Helmley comes away with it, drives middle, pull up, no good. Cleared by Radley. Radley in trouble in the backcourt, and then fouled by Albrecht.
Sherry Albrecht picking up her second personal.
14-13, 8:44 mark here in the first half. It's a 1-point Comet lead. Panthers going to continue to apply the pressure, hopefully wearing down the Comets over the course of the evening. Dropping it inside, Lateau looking opposite block, deflection, ball's loose. Sadowski rips it away. Tapped away from her in the backcourt. She'll run it down and bring it up herself. No pressure now. Left wing, Croc. Brower's on the elbow, on ball side against this zone defense. They skip it back on top. That
coming in, Dad.
All the way out of bounds. Errant pass by the Panthers. Turnover, Oconto Falls. Waupaca inbound will be right in front of our table. 8:15 to go. First half. Plug looking. Gets it into Radley. Back on top, this is Schmidt. Left at a wheel. Guarded by Albrecht into man-to-man. Looking inside, Helmley dead fronting there. Back to Klug, top of the key. Bounces left hand down the lane line, and a foul called on the Panthers. Body foul.
Natalie Brower picking up her first personal. Fourth team foul for the Panthers.
Comets set inbound play, looking for Schmidt in the corner. Panthers defend. Back outside. Schmidt putting it on the floor, trying to split the defense. Klug has it top of the key. Going to the corner to Lateau. Gets a ball screen from the elbow. Jumper, no good. Brower with the block out and rebound. Sadowski weaves through traffic, gets it into the front court. 7.5 to go. Albrecht's open three, right wing, bucket.
Flava Flav with the big shot.
Panthers regain the lead at 7:30.
There's the press.
Steal by the Panthers. Sadowski bounces low right. Caught. Missed the lay-in. Helmley put back. No, but a foul. Good hustle by Helmley to gather that rebound.
Leto picking up her first personal.
Morgan Helmley, sophomore on the free throw line. Eyes the prize. Buries it.
Terrific. That's the kind of free throws coach wants to see. Nothing but twine.
Emma Huberty in for Albrecht. Helmley has one more. 17-14, 7-17 to go in the half. 2 for 2 for Morgan. Here's Barlow. Panthers just drop back this time. Nobody stopping the ball. Back on top to Klug. Lato has it. Ball screen moving left. She's at the free throw line. Picks up the dribble. In trouble. Tries to hand it off to Barlow. Streaking around the outside of her. Little dribble weave by the Comet. This is Johannes. Huberty guarding her. Pulls up for the three. No good. Huberty runs down the rebound. One bounce rebound for the Panthers. Sadowski looking ahead to Morgan, and it's tapped out of bounds by Klug.
Klug anticipated that one. Sadowski read it all the way.
Kratz will inbound just to our right. To Sadowski. She'll reload the offense against this 1-2-2 zone. Kratz back on top Sadowski. They'll swing it opposite. This is Helmley. Now Sadowski, pull up, 15-footer, straight on, no good. Outlet to Lato. Cross-court pass, this is Klug. Klug looking ahead to Johannes into the front court. Lato between the rings. Steal by Helmley. On the cross-court pass, nobody back. Helmley lays it up and in.
Nice!
Good anticipation by Morgan Helmley. Anticipating that pass, 20-14. 6 minutes to go. First half. Barlow picks up the dribble. Skips it over to Klug. That's one they can pressure right there. Back ahead to Barlow. Looking inside. Ripped away by Helmley. And a jump ball is called. Helmley puts Barlow to the floor on the rip out.
Nice job by Morgan being strong and owning that.
Possession arrow to Oconto Falls. On the floor for the Panthers, Kratz, Brower, Helmley, Huberty, and Sadowski. Comets switch back to their man-to-man defense. Here's Brower, top of the key. Looked at the three, gave it up to Kratz on the right wing. They'll reset the offense. Little motion offense by the Panthers. Sadowski from the left wing came up short, tapped around, and a foul is called on the rebound attempt by the Panthers.
Emma Huberty picking up her second. Fifth foul for the Panthers. Press continues for the Panthers.
Sammy Shallow wanted to get in. Didn't get to the scorer's table in time before the inbound. Here's Schmidt. Up the left sideline. Picked up the dribble. Kratz right in her grill. Sadowski tagging Lato. They get it out there between the circles. Gets a ball screen moving right. Pulling up from 12. Rebound comes down to Kratz. Kratz will dribble out herself. Lost the handle. Picked it up just over the timeline to Sadowski. Sadowski spinning through traffic. Outside. Kratz. Jumper on the way. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Kratz, for three.
A 9-point Panther lead. Huberty stopping ball on the right sideline. Sprinting ahead. Back to Lato. Top of the key. Bradley trying to set a ball screen for her. Outside, this is Johannes. Hands it off to Schmidt. Schmidt with the left hand to the basket, and a foul called on the Panthers.
Yeah, well, Pack keeps kind of running the same play there. They're setting a pick on the low block, and they're just curling around and looking for that easy shot. Panthers are going to really have to step out and take that away from them.
4:37 to go. I'm sorry, Brett.
First foul for Helmley.
Schmidt's first free throw, no good, and we're going to see 4 new Panthers heading onto the floor. Carrie Albrecht, the only Panther on the bench. She's going to stay there. So we'll have Caitlin Albrecht, Kaylin Allen, Sammy Shallow, Kennedy Krotz, and Stefan. Rebound put back off of the miss on the free throw. Comes down into a held ball. It will stay with the Comet. Panthers allowing a second opportunity off the missed free throw. Lato will inbound. Underneath their own basket, still looking. Gets it into the corner to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to move against Krotz. Kicks it back outside. Johannes. They'll stick it out.
Takeaway by Shallow.
Shallow into the front court. 2-on-2 with Allen on her left side. Allen, ball fake one. Taken away on the block by Johannes. Doubled in the backcourt to Lato. Still in the backcourt. Tapped away from her as she got near the Panther bench.
Senior on freshman there. Hey, Todd, quick for our listeners. How do you spell Walpauca?
W-A...
You had to look at the program.
B-A-C-A.
You had to look at the program.
Why are you asking me that? I thought there was a glitch in the program. Go inside to Waymeyer. Rebound cleared by Albrecht. Caitlin Albrecht. There's Kaylin Allen. Zone defense back by the Comet. This is Sammy Shallow. Over to Caitlin. Playing catch, trying to flood one side of this zone. They'll reverse it now to Kaylin Allen on the right side. Shallow on the, Krotz on the short corner. Back to Allen. Quick pass inside. This is Kaylin Allen blocked. They got it inside, but on the turnaround, it was blocked.
6-foot freshman got a hold of that one.
Johannes, 3.5 to go. Schmidt, 3.
You got to know where she is. You can't leave her open.
Up the right sideline to Allen. Back on top, this is Caitlin Albrecht. Skips it back to Allen. Open, jumper, high arcer, off the front iron, no good. On the run out, here comes Johannes. Panthers trying to beat her back.
Oh.
Bucket goes in, and I think they're calling it on the floor.
No basket.
Let's see. Oh, he is going to count it. Nope, he isn't. He pointed to the floor like he was saying count it, but he was saying it was on the floor. So we got a bonus situation, and it'll be Maya Johannes, the sophomore, to shoot the 1-and-1.
Sammy Shallow picking up her first personal.
That free throw's off the mark. Rebound cleared by Stefan. They outlet to Shallow. Up ahead to Allen. Back to Shallow. 3 minutes to go. Panthers need to find an answer on the short corner. Here's Krotz. Her turnaround off the side of the backboard. Actually, not Krotz. Excuse me. That was Albrecht.
We're saying touch. You're staying with the Panthers.
Caitlin Albrecht probably saying, of course, I couldn't miss that bad. Somebody had to touch it.
Yeah.
Kaylin Allen will inbound.
Someone redirected the motion.
Bouncing inside. This is Stefan. In trouble. Kicks it back outside. Allen jumper on the way. Back bracket. No. Rebound knocked out. Here come the Comets. Lead pass ahead looking for Schmidt. Taking it to the basket. Allen was there. Comets come away with the rebound. Outside Schmidt firing 3. Cleared by Steffens and a foul in the backcourt.
Haley Smith picking up her second for the Comets.
No bonus yet for Oconto Falls.
15 foul for Walpauca.
And Klug wants to check in. 6-foot junior for the Comets. She'll check in for the 6-foot freshman, Waymeyer.
Twin Towers right there, Todd.
A 6-point Panther lead, 2:24 and counting. First half. Albrecht swings it. Krotz. Back on top, this is Stefan. Panthers keeping it hot on the outside the arc. Trying to get this zone defense to move. Now they'll drop it inside, looking for Allen. Kick back outside. Krotz open. That one came up short. Long rebound comes out. Smith and Krotz to the floor. Held ball. Panther ball.
That's the Bulldog right there. Going after her shot.
First time we saw her on her knees.
Yep, digging it out.
Back on the floor, Radley for the Comet. Allen to inbound. Albrecht, Krotz looking inside, now outside. Allen, set play for her, firing away, too strong. Rebound, nice putback by Shallow, right in the right spot.
Shallow cleans up on the weak side.
And we've got something after that shot. And I believe they just called a warning on the Panthers, let that thing go through the net. Official wasn't real demonstrative with that signal.
He hasn't been very clear on a couple of it.
He was the one that was excusing me on the last one. Help me out, man. Here's Schmidt, hounded by the Bulldogs. Now they'll go top. Steffens with a nice steal. Hands it off to Caitlin Albrecht. Albrecht to the line, to the lane. Kicks outside, tapped away by Klug.
Tell you what, you got to watch Klug. She's got a wingspan. That girl's got some arms.
Sadowski in for Kennedy Krotz. 1:35 left to go in the first half. Panthers on top, 25-17.
She's like a condor out there.
Johannes back in for the Comets. Sadowski has it. Comets staying in the zone defense. Here's Steffen. Right of the wheel, back to Sadowski. Now Allen, right wing. We're under a minute and a half. Quick pass, low right, tapped away and out of bounds. Albrecht trying to hit Shallow on the flex cut.
Brower and Hemley back in for the Panthers. Albrecht and Steffens out.
Allen will inbound again. Lobs it to Brower. Brower double team there and a foul called. No bonus yet for the Panthers.
It's going to go on Johannes, her first. 16 foul for the Comets. There we go.
Taken right away. They tried to do the same thing, but Comets were ready for it.
That was Klug reaching up and pulling it down.
Lado gets a ball screen from Klug. Hands it back off to her. In trouble. Gets it off to Johannes. Johannes, ball screen moving right. Drops it over to Lado. 1 minute to go in the first half. Back outside to Schmidt. Schmidt can knock down that three. We've seen it happen. Klug putting it on the floor. Kick outside right in front of the Panther bench. Here comes Lado outside, open. Schmidt, rebound, cleared by Brower. Nice block-out battle going on between Radley and Helmley that time. Sadowski, lead pass ahead to Allen. 40 seconds to go in the half. They'll swing it left side. Helmley, ball above her head, back on top Sadowski. See how the Panthers play this as we close in on 30 seconds. They try and bounce it inside, too slow, and taken away by the Comets. Cross-court pass. This is Klug. Outside Schmidt, putting it on the deck all the way to the basket. Lays it up. No good.
By English on that one. Spun her right out. He did.
Here comes Sadowski to the lane. Outside, Shallow. And a travel is called. 13 seconds left to go. Turnover, Panthers. 8-point Panther lead. The Comets trying to cut into it with only 13 seconds left to go in the half. Schmidt has it in the backcourt. Over the top, looking for Johannes. Now they get it ahead to Lado. Lado trying to beat Shallow to the other end. Klug, baseline jumper, book it. 3 seconds. Sadowski has it, 1 second, and that's going to do the first half. Our score at halftime, Oconto Falls 25, Walpauca 19. 6-point Panther lead as they head to the locker room. Panthers have led all the way except at the 10-minute mark when Walpauca grabbed a 1-point 14-13 lead. Panthers got it back 2.5 minutes later on a three-pointer by Albrecht to lead 16-14, and they've owned that lead as they go into their locker room. Brett and I are going to step out, let Dave do his magic back at the studio. When we come back, we'll recap our first half and get set for second half action. Once again, our halftime score, Oconto Falls 25, Walpauca 19. You're listening to girls high school basketball action right here on your sports leader, WOCO.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com StephensonNationalBank.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Clear and breezy tonight, a low of 26 degrees with northwesterly winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour. On Wednesday, we'll see plenty of sun with a high temperature of 38 and winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. On Thursday, we'll see sunny skies with a high temperature of 42. Friday, sunshine with a high of 42 degrees. Saturday, sunny with high temperatures again, topping out in the lower 40s. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Holidays are a time of joy. Don't let money worries get in the way. Want a stress-free holiday? Call NEW Credit Union at 800-924-1250 and ask about our holiday loan special. That's 800-924-1250. Rates as low as 4.99% annual percentage rate for a 12-month term. Maximum amount $2,500. Our loan specialists work hard to help you get the loan that fits your needs. Rates subject to credit worthiness. Stop at any one of our locations or you can apply online at newcu.org. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $8.56 per $100 borrowed. All loans subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. With offices in Oconto, Surrey, Oconto Falls, and Peshtigo, we are federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required. This holiday season, remember, we can help you own it.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
We've heard it time and time again. You want local loan decisions and servicing, faster turnaround, and answers to your questions handled right here in Oconto. At the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, we've got all of those bases covered, from local loan decisions and on-time closings to great rates and fair terms. Visit me, Bob Schwartz, at the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. I've helped many people, and now I'd like to help you with your next loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Bill Scott with sports. Now they start getting ready for Big Ten play. They'll host Ohio State Saturday and travel to Penn State on Monday. Bucks are 9-9 following their loss at Utah Saturday night. The road trip continues tonight in Sacramento when the Bucks take on the Kings. Two Badgers were unanimous picks for the All-Big Ten defensive team today. TJ Edwards at linebacker, Nick Nelson at corner, both picked by the coaches and media for the first team. Wisconsin defensive back Dakota Dixon was named first team by the coaches. Freshman running back Jonathan Taylor has made quite an impression on the college football world in his first season. Taylor's rushed for 1,806 yards behind only former Badger Ron Dane and Adrian Peterson. With Saturday's Big Ten title game and a bowl game to go yet, the Badger freshman has 2 games to catch Peterson. Taylor 119 yards from tying the all-time freshman record and 120 from setting that new mark.
I think he certainly is proud and should be proud of what he's done, but he's not done anything on his own. And you love his approach and you love who he is as a guy. I think that's what's enabled him to handle it.
That's Paul Chris. Taylor did fumble again this week, which has become a bit of an issue. Wisconsin running backs coach John Settle made Taylor carry a football around campus this week to help solve that problem. Packers coach Mike McCarthy still believes his team has a shot at the playoffs with 5 games left. McCarthy says it starts Sunday against Tampa Bay, looking to make it 6. The coach said 10 wins puts you in the conversation.
6 losses. I mean, it is what it is. You can sit there and you can jump around and look at schedules and all that, and I'm sure that's fun for the fans and all the potential scenarios and all that. But at the end of the day, if you don't get to 10 wins, to me, there's nothing else to talk about. So we're at 5. We got to get to 6, and that's what really it's all about.
Packers off today. Wisconsin's Seamus Malone named Big Ten Hockey's 3rd star of the week. He had a 4-point weekend of the Badgers split with Mercyhurst, including the game-winning goal in Saturday's 4-2 victory. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to do is turn onto Marcy Avenue.
Just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks,
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Holidays are a time of joy. Don't let money worries get in the way. Want a stress-free holiday? Call NEW Credit Union at 800-924-1250 and ask about our holiday loan special. That's 800-924-1250. Rates as low as 4.99% annual percentage rate for a 12-month term. Maximum amount $2,500. Our loan specialists work hard to help you get the loan that fits your needs. Rates subject to credit worthiness. Stop at any one of our locations or you can apply online at newcu.org. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $8.56 per $100 borrowed. All loans subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. With offices in Oconto, Surrey, Oconto Falls, and Peshtigo, we are federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required. This holiday season, remember, we can help you own it.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Clear and breezy tonight, a low of 26 degrees with northwesterly winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour. On Wednesday, we'll see plenty of sun with a high temperature of 38 and winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. On Thursday, we'll see sunny skies with a high temperature of 42. Friday, sunshine with a high of 42 degrees. Saturday, sunny with high temperatures again, topping out in the lower 40s. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
He's Brett, I'm Todd. We're back at Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. We're at halftime. The Oconto Falls Panthers on top, 25-19 over the Walpauca Comet. Panthers will start the second half with their same starting lineup. It'll be Kennedy Crotch, Brianna Sadowski, Morgan Helmley, Carrie Albrecht, and Natalie Brower. Leading scorer for the Panthers first half, Brett?
Well, hey, catch him in a spot there. Brianna Sadowski, 7 points. Those came early in the game. But then some other Panthers stepped up. Morgan Hemley right there with 6 as well. So
Panthers on defense, man-to-man. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt with a hot hand for a while for the Comet. They go to Lato. Back on top, Radley. They'll swing it near sideline. This is Schmidt.
Schmidt is leading the Comets at half with 5 points. Oh, sorry, take that. Johannes has 8. 8 is larger than 5.
I guess Schmidt not that hot of hand if she's only got 5. She knocked in a few more shots than that. She's got it in, top of the key.
She's got a hot hand. She's shooting a lot.
She gets the ball screen moving left, and we've got a whistle away from the ball, and it's 3-second call. We don't see that very often.
Somebody's pitching their tent in that lane. Break out a campfire and roast me some wiener.
In case you have somebody that's outside of our listening area, you can catch this game. It is being live streamed. Here's a steal by Lato, run down, taken away by Krotz. Live streamed on YouTube. Go to WOCO Radio live stream. Look for the Walpauca Panther game. Although Walpauca is misspelled. Here's a drop inside. This is Bauer off the window and good. Nice little set play by the Panthers. First 2 points of the second half. Double team in the backcourt, Sadowski and Krotz. They got Lato going the wrong way. She'll lob it over the top. Brower coming up, trying to challenge, dropping it low left, kick it back outside. Here come the Comets. 3 on the way by Schmidt. That's off the mark. Meyer knocks it out of bounds. Panther basketball. See if the Panther press can be a little bit more productive here in the second half.
The Comets did commit 14 turnovers in that first half, but the Panthers committed 10 themselves. It's pretty much a wash there.
Sadowski, they go inside again to Brower. There's a foul underneath. Helmley finding Brower curling across the lane.
Yeah, it's a nice take by Brower. Picking up the foul. Let's see what you can do from the line.
Savannah Whitmire calls for the Comets foul.
Natalie toes the line. 3 bounces. Free throw, up and in.
G-O-O-D, good.
Klug back on the floor for Waymeyer. Brower has one more free throw. She eyes the prize. And she splashes that one home. 10-point Panther lead.
Cracker Jack prize. Another tie-up by the Panthers.
Nice. That was Albrecht tying it up. Possession arrow will go to the Panthers.
Panthers did just shoot 3 of 6 from the future line in the first half for 50%. Off to a much better start here.
It'll be Albrecht inbounding, looking, still looking, gets it to Krotz. Free throw line, drives down the middle of the lane, lost the handle. Brower picks it up, kicks outside. Albrecht putting it on the floor, and we've got a travel called. I don't think Coach K thought that was a travel.
I couldn't see it. I was screened. But I'm sure it wasn't.
Not if Coach K doesn't.
That's right.
Inbound will be right in front of the Panther bench. Klug will do the honors. Gets it into Schmidt. Schmidt looking for Johannes. Stacked away by Sadowski and goes out of bounds right by Coach Yankee and Coach Kaczmarek. Good hustle by Sadowski.
Sure, this is something they talked about in the Comets halftime. How they're going to break this pressure.
Schmidt working against Albrecht. Trying to steer. Now they get it over to Lato. Back to Schmidt as they cross the timeline. Johannes trying to drive middle. Bounces between the legs of Lato. She does a nice job of just keeping that thing alive. That could have went out of bounds very easily. Krotz. She picks up her dribble. Krotz right in her face. Over to Klug. To the baseline, looking for Schmidt. Back outside to Lato. Radley wants to post up against Helmley. A nice little battle going on inside there. Back outside to Schmidt. 15:40 and counting. Panthers with a 10-point lead. Johannes back outside to Schmidt. Panthers staying in that man-to-man defense. Klug has it, trying to get a screen from Schmidt. Now they'll get it outside to Schmidt. Looking, top of the key. This is Radley. Panthers staying half-court man-to-man defense. Working it hard. Deflection by Natalie Brower out of bounds. One thing Coach K told us after the first game, we count deflections and touches. Even if we don't get the ball, that's what we're looking for from our defense.
Yeah, Natalie did a nice job helping out on that and then recovering to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Lato still looking, gets it into Schmidt, firing from the corner. It's a two-pointer.
First basket here in the second half for Walpauca.
Here's Albrecht to the baseline, and a foul called on Radley, bodying her up as Carey tried to get to the baseline.
That's Elena's first foul.
It'll be Albrecht to inbound. Helmley in the corner. Back outside, Sadowski looking inside, now corner. Albrecht firing too strong. Good look by the Panthers. Just off the mark. Like to see Carey Albrecht get going on that outside shot. Schmidt, ball above her head. Over to Lato, catch and shoot three. Short, Brower with a nice rebound. Hands it off to Sadowski. Sadowski pushing down the middle of the floor. Up ahead to Helmley, right side. Trying to split the defense. Bounces back outside. This is Albrecht pulling up. 12-footer, no good. Sadowski trying to keep it alive. Klug clears.
There's a turnover.
And she is bothered just enough by Sadowski. Tried to hand it off to Lato. It goes out of bounds.
Albrecht really hunting that shot right now, but just can't find the bottom of the basket.
And Kaylin Allen will check in for Carey Albrecht, talking to her sister. Just can't get it to go. Gets a nice friendly tap from her saying it'll happen. Here's a nice pass inside. Sadowski to Helmley.
And it dropped.
Had a little Velcro on the rim that time and fell in. Went to the good side of the 10 that time. Here's Johannes. Skip pass on top. Schmidt over to Lato. Far sideline. Almost a steal by Sadowski. Here comes a pull-up by Johannes. Air ball saved in to Brower. Now Kratz has it. They'll push. 3-on-2. Lead pass ahead. Sadowski. Comets get back. Here's Helmley. Open three. Book it.
Oh, golly, good golly. Three for Helmley.
34-21. A timeout called. Panthers with their biggest lead of the night at 13-37. Timeout by the Comets. Timeout by WOCO. We'll be back in 30. You're listening to High School Basketball on WOCO.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balance. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Nice spot up by Morgan Helmley after that turnover.
Yeah, she had a nice wide open shot. She really squared up, took her time, and just peered it right in.
Here's Lato breaking pressure. 1-on-2, taps the brakes, slows it down, brings it back outside. Smith over to Johannes. Back on top to Klug. Klug working against Brower. Has to kick it back outside. Lato, back to Klug, top of the key. Not a threat from the outside. Schmidt. Smith wanted her to go right with the ball screen, gives it up to Johannes. 3 on the way. Helmley clears the rebound, rips it away from Smith. Sadowski, lead pass ahead down into the corner. Kratz back outside. Sadowski, elbow jumper, came up short. Another open look, and now a foul called on the rebound. I believe it's going to go against Allen.
That'll be Caitlin first. And first team foul here in the second half. Emily came out of halftime ready to play.
Kratz and Sadowski will sit down. Huberty and Shallow on the floor. Here's Lato, cut off right before she gets over to half court line. Up ahead to Klug on the right sideline. Tapped away and taken away by Brower. She knocked that one right into her face and then took it off her head. Nobody says you have to be nice. Here's Helmley.
You just got to get the ball.
On the back cut, got Allen off the glass.
Nice.
Pretty move, pretty pass by Morgan Helmley. Allen lays it in and will go to the free throw line.
Allen finished strong.
Caitlin Albrecht and Olivia Steffens check in for the Panthers.
Allen's first time to the line for the Panthers.
One thing about Morgan Helmley, she has a tough time keeping track of her water bottle. She's over there hunting and digging again.
Somebody better help that girl out.
Here's Kaylin's free throw. No good. Sammy Shallow keeps it alive. She's got it in the corner off the foot of Shallow. It'll go to Walpauca.
Maybe we should all chip in and buy her different colored one so it stands out a little bit more.
Smith gets it into Schmidt. Smith and Schmidt. Now Barlow drops it over the top. This is Lato to the back. Oh, can't get it to go. She got all the way to the front of the iron. Panthers clear. Albrecht has it. Left wing, this is Huberty. Ball above her head. Looking. They'll go Allen. Skip pass. Albrecht. Yeah, there it is. That's Caitlin Albrecht. 38-21. Panthers extending this lead. Shallow cutting off Barlow. Skip pass. Oh, almost taken away by the Panthers. Johannes. One-hand baseball pass from sideline to sideline. Barlow skips it across. Albrecht almost with the steal. Back to Schmidt. 11:40 mark here in the second half. Comets being very patient on this offensive trip. Ball goes through the hand of Johannes, and it's over and back. Caitlin Albrecht says, if you're not going to pick that one up, I'll take it to the basket. But she did touch it just before Caitlin came swooping in.
Panthers might be in need of an official hydrator over there on the bench. Maybe that would help out. They had a water hydrator. Keep track of those bottles for the girls.
Kaylin Allen will inbound for the Panthers right in front of us.
Got to stay hydrated.
We didn't get our hydration, did we?
No, I'm getting a little dry. Like Sierra Desert here.
There's Shallow. Corner. Albrecht. Baseline jumper. That one came up short. Emma tries to run down. Takes it away in a held ball. It will stay with Walpauca. Emma knew that one was going to be short. She just kept following it. In the backcourt, Schmidt. Up ahead to Barlow. There's their turnover.
Thought it and took that extra step.
On the floor for the Panthers right now, we've got Caitlin Albright, Kaylin Allen, Sammy Shallow, Emma Huberty, and Olivia Steffen. Shallow, right side, skip pass, Huberty, left of the wheel. Back to Shallow. The 1-2-2 zone by the Comets. On the baseline, Kaylin Allen, nice head fake jumper, no good. Kept alive by Albrecht, and knocked away. It'll stay to the Panthers. Caitlin Albrecht doing a nice job on the glass.
Let's see what they run on this inbound play here. Ball boy hustling down the basketball there in the corner.
That's why they don't have that curtain down. I'll have to give that guy a little bit of a hard time after the game.
I think he's out of breath.
A.D. Monahan had to track that one down. And 10 minutes later, here's a nice inbound bounce pass by Allen to Albrecht, lays it up and in.
Sweet dive and cut by Albrecht for the easy two. And another turnover.
Aaron pass went right to Coach Harms of Walpauca. Caitlin Albrecht getting in the scorer's book here in the second half. Couple of baskets so far. Here's Olivia Steffens, long distance three.
Oh, and she crotched it.
Stuck it.
Let's get the AD up there to jump and get that down.
Stuck it right in.
And it's good.
And as they knocked it out with another ball, it fell through. Let's count it.
Speaking of scoring, there's only two Panthers that have not had a basket yet tonight, Todd.
Who would they be?
Well, Emma Huberty and Olivia Steffens both need to get in the scoring column here.
There's another bounce inside, and Allen came in from out of bounds to grab that. It will be Walpauca basketball. 40-21, Oconto Falls, 10:29 left to go in the ball game. Schmidt in trouble in the backcourt. Gave it up to Lato. Lato being steered by Shallow. Drops it over on the left sideline. Knocked away by Allen. It's a battle, and we're going to have a foul called, I believe, against Allen. But you got to like the hustle.
Yeah,
that ball was up in the air. Little tip action going on.
That was a free-for-all.
This inbound will happened right by the scorer's table. They go backcourt to Barlow. Almost stuck it on her here.
Check by Allen.
Allen to the other end with the left hand. Yes. Nice denial. Barlow. And we're going to have a foul
going to pick up the foul there. That's her second. Yeah, the second five is playing a little bit better than they did in the first half.
Sammy Shallow looked at the official that made that call, and he kind of made a motion of what she did. She just nodded, said, okay.
You got me.
Carrie Albrecht wants to check back in, and she's checking in for Kaylin Allen. So we got 2 Albrechts, a Huberty, a Shallow, and a Steffens on the floor. We'll try and keep the Albrechts apart. They look so much alike, it's sometimes difficult. Here's Barlow on the screen and roll, back outside to Schmidt. Schmidt gets ball screen, pulls up 3, way off the mark, off the foot, out of bounds. It'll go to Oconto Falls. Yeah, I think you might be right, Brett. Schmidt's a shooter.
Yeah.
Just not always a maker.
Yeah.
But you can't score if you don't shoot, right? And here's a travel by the Panthers. Shallow shuffled the feet.
That one she looked a little bit more confused on. That one she didn't. That one she didn't give a head nod like you got me. That one she was like, what?
Okay, now the Panthers are going to fall back and play straight up half-court defense. Sadowski will check in on the next whistle. Schmidt back on top, Waymeyer. Back over to Wenensberg into the ball game for Waupaca. Driving middle is Barlow, and a foul called on the floor by the Panthers. Barlow with a nice take to the basket.
Sammy picking up her third. Fourth team foul for the Panthers. We got a timeout here, I believe, by the Panthers.
We'll take one, too.
Take it a full.
You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Panthers have the Comets doubled up right now with 9:22 left to go in the ball game, 42-21. This ball game was 25-19 at the half. Comets have only scored 2 points in the first 8.5 minutes of the second half. On the other side, Panthers dropping in 17.
That they are. Hemley came out hot here in the second half, and now Allen and Caitlin Albrecht have doubled up baskets as well.
It'll be an inbound to the Comets. Barlow looking, still looking. Lobs over the top, tipped way outside. Johannes has it, back to Barlow. Head fakes, moving right against Carrie Albrecht. Waymeyer guarded by Caitlin Albrecht. They're trying to post up Waymeyer. Now they'll lob it inside. Triple teamed inside and a travel call. Waymeyer had it in the post and kind of just took a little backward hop.
That was a rallying defense there by the Panthers. 3 dropping in there.
Now we're going to see full court pressure by the Comets. Sadowski, it's a trapping defense. Lob over the top. This is to Huberty. Across the timeline. Nice ball fake by Emma. Bounces to the corner. This is Caitlin Albrecht firing up. Wild shot. Gets her own rebound. Kick back outside. Carey has it. Over to Sadowski. Double team. Steffens on the baseline. Driving around. Bouncing it low left and a travel call.
Nice idea. Just took that one extra step. It's a little late to develop there. You get rid of that pass one step sooner.
Barlow will man the point for the Comets. He's trying to be steered by Carey Albrecht. Taken away by Sadowski. Denying that pass. Sadowski, left hand. Got it. Finger roll.
Creeped in. That one just creeped in for her.
Rolling with the finger roll. Schmidt. Ball screen again. Moving left. Kicks it out to Waymeyer. Sadowski right in her face. Back to Johannes.
I'm guessing in that Freedom game, those layups were the ones that weren't dropping.
I would have to tend to agree with you, Brett. Here's Waymeyer outside to Barlow. Now they'll drop it inside to Waymeyer. She dove to the block, and a foul called on the Panthers. Nice idea by the freshman. She was on the top of the key, passed it to the wing, and went right to the block and established position.
Caitlin Albrecht picking up her first foul. Emily and Brower back in for the Panthers.
It's a game of underclassmen here tonight. Only 3 seniors on the floor for total between these two teams. 1 for Walpauca, 2 for the Panthers. Waymeyer has it on the block, being guarded by Brower. Elbow jumper, Johannes, good.
That's Johannes' first basket here in the second half, after leading the Comets in the first with 8.
44-23. Brower on the baseline, in trouble. They'll skip it over to Helmley. Now open, Emma Huberty driving middle, and we've got a whistle, a very quiet whistle, and a travel called on Huberty.
I would call that a whisper whistle.
I think he blew it, and it kind of came out of his mouth, so he didn't get much into it. You got to commit.
Thought Emma was going to pick up her first basket on that drive.
Lato off to Johannes. Now Smith, left of the wheel.
I'd like to see all 10 Panthers get in the book.
Schmidt on the pick and roll, taken away by Brower. Up ahead to Sadowski, 2-on-1 bust out. Sadowski with the left hand. Back outside. Huberty, jumper. Came up short. Sadowski with the rebound. Kicks it back outside. Hemley's going to run it down near the timeline. Crosses over. That's deflected back to Albrecht. Quick pass, low right. Sadowski back into the corner. Huberty back outside to Albrecht. Helmley, middle of the lane. Sadowski, jumper. Coach called a timeout right before that basket went in.
Come on, Coach.
Sadowski had one.
You don't call a timeout in the middle of a shot. What's with that?
6:53 to go. I think he thought they were in trouble, trying to bail him, and he took 2 points off the board.
Yeah, it was not a pretty offensive set there. There was a lot of mishandled balls and batted balls, but hey, it was working for the girls. They knocked in the 2. Coach took it away right away from them.
You know, if I was Bree Sadowski, I would be talking to him after the game. You know, you owe me 2. You owe me 2. Because I knocked it in. I buried it.
That would have gave her double digits right there.
Oh, even more so. Reason to yap at him. It'll be Panther basketball. The inbound will come underneath the basket.
I don't know if Walpauca's going to come out of their timeout.
There's the second horn, and they're on their way back now. Albrecht, Helmley, Brower, Sadowski, and Huberty. Carey Albrecht looking to inbound, still looking. Corner, Helmley, now Sadowski. Back to Albrecht, in the corner, firing 3, and she's knocked to the floor. 3 free throws coming for Albrecht. Good sportsmanship by Waymeyer going over to help her up.
Waymeyer picking up her third.
It's a little too aggressive on that block out. Didn't give, Albrecht a chance to come down. First free throw is no good by Carey Albrecht.
She's 0 for 3 from the line right now, Todd.
To be honest, Carey's one of their better shooters. I think that's why she was a little frustrated on the bench the last time. Second free throw, that one's too strong, too.
You might say she's in a bit of a slump.
I would like to see her break the line in between that miss.
Sometimes
stayed right there.
Sometimes it's hard to unslump yourself. And
she's 0 for 3.
She's 0 for 5, actually, Dad, from the line.
Rebound went out of bounds. Last touch by Brower of Oconto Falls. Again, the Panthers will stay half-court man-to-man. Lato crosses over against Sadowski. Back outside. Schmidt. This is Klug going inside to Radley. Jumper from the outside. Schmidt, no good. Rebound cleared by Albrecht. Lead pass ahead to Huberty. Quick pass inside, low left. No good by Brower.
Yeah, she overlaid it. I think she anticipated a little bit more contact than what she got. She went up strong and put a little bit too much muscle on that one.
Trot's back on the floor for Huberty. Carrie Albrecht looking to inbound, still looking. Outside Helmley. One ball fake. Jump.
There it is.
23-point lead by the Panthers. Closing in on 6 minutes to go in the ball game, and a drag of the pivot foot by Radley. Turnover on the travel by Waupaca.
That's the 12th turnover here in the second half by the Commons.
Sadowski bounces. Brower at the elbow. Outside. Krotz back to Sadowski. Top of the key. Krotz has it on the left wing. Sadowski catch and shoot. Straight on. No good. Rebound by Klug.
Taken away
by Brower. Then she gets knocked to the floor. Excuse me. Albrecht got knocked to the floor. She's up.
Kaylin Klug picking up her second. All right, let's make that her third.
Carrie Albrecht will inbound for the Panthers. This is Helmley. Back to Albrecht. Looking at the shot, decided against it.
Yeah, I think she's a little hesitant now.
Yeah. Here's Helmley stepping through. Went in, but a travel was called.
Nice finger roll take.
A little extra step in there as she split the defense. Here's Lato working against Krotz. Krotz, and it causes the errant pass trying to hit Johannes and threw it right to the teammates that are on the bench. Good pressure defense by Kennedy Krotz.
You can call her by her nickname. You can call her Bulldog.
No, that's yours. I'll let you have it.
You can use it too.
We got a disclaimer on that. Here's Albrecht to the glass. No good. Put back. Brower, no.
Johannes picking up the foul, I believe. It'll be her second.
Natalie Brower, 6-foot sophomore. 5'10" sophomore, going to the free throw line for the Panthers. That free throw, air ball. You want to say it? You want to say it on air?
I'll let you say it.
She missed it all. She missed it to the right. Next free throw. That one had a little bit of iron. She's off the mark on that.
She went 2 for 2 the first time she came to the line.
Rebound went off of Waupaca.
Panthers 2 of 7 from the line here in the second half.
It'll be Oconto Falls inbounding. Go to the far corner, Krotz, putting it on the deck. Outside to Helmley. On the slash cut, trying to hit Sadowski, taken away by Radley. Just stepped into the passing lane. Wasn't a lot of room in there for Sadowski, even if she would have caught it. Quick pass to the block. This is Smith. Turnaround off the window and in.
That's Haley's first basket.
46-25. Under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Panthers in control. Helmley, corner. Krotz, pull up. Came up short. Cleared. Knocked out of bounds by Albrecht. Waupaca had it, but Albrecht knocked it away. Lato will walk it up. Pretty quiet in the gym right now, Brett. Panthers in control with a 21-point lead. Ball screen for Lato. Gets all the way to the baseline, knocked away. There's another deflection by Brower. Panthers come away with it. Krotz up ahead to Sadowski. Quick pass to the block. Back outside. Here's Albrecht. No good again. Carey just having a tough night from the floor. Taken away by Helmley. Quick drop inside. Sadowski with the left hand. No good. Gets it back. tied up there underneath the basket, and it'll be Walpauca basketball.
Somebody needs to give Caitlin or Carrie a rabbit's foot or something. She needs a bit of luck right now. She's getting good looks.
Yeah. Like you said, I think she's just hesitant. She's really thinking about it right now. They got to catch it, shoot it.
Just catch and shoot it. She needs to give her an easy one.
Thought maybe the trip to the line would get her out of the funk, but that didn't work out so well for her either. Barlow pushing it to the right sideline. Back on top, Smith. Janowski trying to poach that pass to Johannes. Gets back on the defensive side. Barlow knocked away by Crotch.
Nice.
That was a full sprawl out. Popped right up. That was like a volleyball pancake slide and recovery. 3.5 to go. 5 new ones going to come in for the Panthers on the next whistle. Ball screen.
Oh, nice play.
Inside on the pick and roll. And we got a rolled ankle, and it's Albrecht. Or knee, maybe. Oh, that doesn't look good.
No.
We got action on the other end. I don't think anybody sees it. And Sadowski trying to help on the other end.
Oh, timeout. She's down.
And I don't know if anybody knows. Now he sees it. And Albrecht still on the other end.
How could nobody see that?
And she is in a lot of pain right now. She's up, but she's not moving. I don't know if it's ankle or
grabbing the ankle.
Or knee.
She's grabbing the ankle. So
Okay.
I'm calling ankle on this.
All right. She's being helped off the floor by the trainer right now. A nice round of applause by the crowd.
Tonight just wasn't her night.
No.
Hopefully it's not a severe injury.
And they'll get Carey off the floor.
Looks like she's putting a little bit more weight on it now.
And he'll check her out. Trainer from Bellin Sports Medicine here, helping at all the home games. And we've got substitutions in for the Panthers. It's Kaylin Allen, Sammy Shallow, Carrie Albrecht, Olivia Steffens, and Emma Huberty. And they're having Carrie take that shoe off. I think you're right, Brett. I think they're going to look at that ankle. I know Carrie's had knee issues in her younger days, so I guess if they're looking if they're looking at the ankle, that's probably the thing. Shallow takes it to the basket. She'll get a couple free throws. Yeah, pretty sad when you say younger days and the girl's a sophomore, right?
Brenna Barlow with the foul for Walpauca. Sammy, let's see if she can knock in a pair of throws here. Boom!
Here's one.
Could use 2 here to raise our free throw percentage a little bit. Ooh, we talked her right out of it.
Knocked away, and it's Steffens comes away with that rebound, tries to get it inside. Huberty has it, driving middle, left hand.
There it is, Emma with her first basket. Now we just got to get Steffens to score, and we got a full house.
We've got 2:45 left to go in the ball game to try and get on, or in the scorebook. Schmidt hands it off to Johannes. Back outside to Barlow. Drives middle, kicks outside. Panthers doing a nice job on the team defense.
Oh!
3 by Barlow is good.
Barlow dropping the 3.
49-28, full court pressure. Huberty has it still in the backcourt. Uses the right hand. Allen knocked away by the Comets.
Right
away
there
with
with
it.
the Shallow.
Going right down the lane, lays it up and in. 51-28.
Looky, looky. Look what I found.
Panthers scored 26 here in the second half to go with their 25 in the first half. 26 so far.
Carries over there on the bench, icing that ankle down.
Here's Barlow pulling up. 12-footer. Came up short. Huberty clears the rebound. To Shallow. Shallow fans the dribble to the middle to Huberty. Steffens has it in the corner. She puts it on the floor. Back outside. This is Shallow. Going inside to Kaylin Allen. Tied up there, open. Yeah, betcha! Stephens with 3.
Everybody scores tonight.
54-28 on the 3 by Olivia Stephens. Everybody's in the book. Cross-court pass. This is Barlow.
Nice pass.
Berg, they go inside. Layup good. Basket. And a free throw coming for Smith. We're at the 1-minute mark.
After foul, number 14, Kaylin Allen.
Kaylin Allen picking up her third. Team 6 foul. Haley Halley, first shot from the line.
And she can't complete the three-point play. Stephens with the rebound. Outlets to Shallow. Lead pass ahead. This is Kaylin Allen. Skip pass. Caitlin Albrecht. And a travel called on Huberty. I don't know if I quite saw that one either. A little head fake, but travel was called. Panthers by 24. We're in the final minute of play. Panthers going to get their first win in conference. Ooh, bring it up to 1-1. Another travel could have been called. Here's Johannes working a bounce against Allen. Back outside. Waymeyer. Wennesberg. Skip pass on top. Schmidt. Wennesberg gets it back. Shallow guarding her. Wennesberg lost the handle. Picked up by Huberty. 1-on-1 against Schmidt. Stops her dribble. Steps through. Off the glass. No good. And we're going to have a foul called on the Panthers.
Caitlin Albrecht picking up her second. That would send Walpauca to the line for a 1-on-1. Dilly dilly.
It is Maya Johannes on the line. That's no good. Stephens runs it down in the corner. Shallow. 3-on-2 bust out. Shallow to the elbow. Allen on the baseline. Get past Caitlin Albrecht, Huberty trying to clear space. And the horn goes off. And that's going to do it here tonight with the Panthers coming out on top, 54-30. Panthers scored 25 in the first half, followed it up with 29 in the second half. Walpauca 19 in the first half, and only 11 in the second half. 54-30 is our final. Brett and I will come back for Panther postgame right after these messages. You've been listening to high school basketball on WOCO Sports Radio.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wisconsin law requires all youth athlete organizations to educate coaches, athletes, and parents on the risks of concussions and head injuries. The law prohibits participation in a youth activity until the athlete and parents have signed an agreement sheet indicating they have reviewed concussion and head injury information materials. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction has published a Sideline to Safety guidelines for youth athletic organizations. Visit the WIAA website to learn more at www.wiaawi.org.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse Panther postgame show, a victorious Panther postgame. Oconto Falls coming out on top over Walpauca in girls Northeastern Conference action, 54-30. As I mentioned, Panthers had a 25-19 lead at halftime. The only lead for Walpauca in the ball game was at the 10-minute mark when they took a 14-13 one-point lead. Panthers came out in the second half. The first 9 minutes, they went on a 19-2 run, broke this thing open 44-21, and cruised to a 54-30 victory. 29 points for the Panthers in the second half to 11 for Walpauca. What do you got individually, my man?
I would love to tell you. Here we go. Leading the way for the Comets tonight with 10 points is Maya Johannes. 7 points for Emma Smith. 4 for Haley Smith. 3 for Barlow. 2 apiece for Lateau, Radley, and Klug. Walpauca shot 0 of 4 from the free throw line and committed 31 turnovers. On the Panther side, leading the way and leading all scorers tonight with 13 points, Morgan Hemley. 9 points for Sadowski. 6 for Brower. 5 apiece for Shallow and Carrie Albrecht. 4 apiece for Allen and Caitlin Albrecht. And 2 for Emma Huberty. Oh, and 3 for Kennedy Cross. And 3 for Olivia Stephens.
Now you got everybody.
Now I got everyone. Panthers committed 18 turnovers and shot 6 of 16 from the line for 37%. And that is all the numbers I have that I can throw at you, my friend.
That's one thing. I'm sure there's many things Coach K would want to improve on and work on, but one of those glaring ones that we can see just by looking at that book is free throws.
Yeah, I guess a couple of really good things I saw the Panthers do tonight is they really did a nice job on the board, limiting to the Comets to really only one shot most of the time. And listening to Coach speak earlier about the missed free throw or missed layups, they did a much better job with that on the floor tonight as well. And again, all 10 Panthers are in the scoring column tonight. So
you don't get to see that very often either.
That is what you call balanced scoring right there.
And we're going to take a short moment here, and we'll get Coach mic'd up. And while we're doing that, I just want to mention the Panthers will be in action again this Friday as they play a non-conference game right here in the Fieldhouse, taking on Menominee, Michigan. And that ball game can be heard right here on WOCO also. Their next conference game will be at Denmark on Tuesday, December 5th, as they travel to Denmark High School. Joining us now, head coach of the Oconto Falls Panthers,